Hello everyone, this is Miss Martinez. Today we are going to talk about our first need to know of Unit 2, and that is what is a function. And we are going to model this using a vending machine example. So, first the definition of a function. This is in your Jumpstart today. It is a set of ordered pairs. Now, what does that mean? Those are coordinates like x, y, okay, where each input has exactly one output, okay? So remember, input are our x values. Okay, so if we look at this example here, I'm going to input an x into some sort of function. You can think of this as a machine right now. And what we will get out is our output, which is y. Okay, so let's think of a vending machine. Here's a typical vending machine. And if we say that our input are the buttons for each item. So here are our buttons on the side. And then our output is the item that you receive. So whenever it actually comes to you. Okay, so let's use that to think about these next couple examples. So scenario number 1. Here is this vending machine. This is one of the ones in our school. You might recognize it. So think about if the input is the button you press for an item and the output is the item that you receive. Is this a function or not a function? Remember, to be a function, each input must only have one output. Okay, if you said it was a function, you are correct. I'm going to press the button for a nice cold fresh water here. That is one input, and I should receive one water bottle out of the dispenser. One input to one output. Okay, let's look at scenario number 2. So what if you pushed the button for a Snickers bar? Okay, that is your input. Button for a Snickers bar. But the vending machine gave the Snickers bar and the Reese's cups, and that would be your output. Snickers bar and a Reese's peanut butter cups. Okay, so think about this one. Is this machine functioning correctly? Okay, this is always a fun one to talk about because we would love it if we pressed the button for a Snickers bar and got more than we wanted, right? But is that how this vending machine is supposed to work? Somehow that machine is not functioning. So this would not be a function. If something is not functioning correctly, it is not a function. This was an input to two different outputs. And that does not match our definition of a function. Okay, so in conclusion, one input cannot have multiple outputs. This is very important. One input cannot have multiple outputs. Okay, or else it is not a function. We would just call this a normal relationship, but not a function. Okay, let's look at scenario number 3. Let's think about, can different inputs have the same output? let's look at this vending machine here. Notice I see different buttons or different placements of these hot Cheetos here. I would have to press, this button or this button or this button. And all three of them could give me hot Cheetos. Notice that happens up here for the Doritos. 2 different buttons, but they have the same output. And as well down here with the Cheez-Its. Okay, so think about this one. Does each input have one output? Meaning, is it a function or not a function? Okay, if you said function, you are correct. This is a function. If I press, it looks like button 30 as my input, I get those Cheetos as my output. Oops, sorry. Okay, same thing. I could hit button 32 and my output would be Cheetos. It's still just one output though, even though it's the same output for all 3 of these, and it looks like button 36 is also the Cheetos. So, each input can have the same output, but it can just not have more than one. Okay, let's look at an example not related to a vending machine, similar to what you will be doing today. So, what if my input was a Halloween decoration, and then my output are the people who purchase that decoration? Is this a function or not a function? Okay, this one is also not a function. Not a function. Let's talk about why. So let's think of any Halloween decoration as our input. Maybe a pumpkin. Okay, and then let's think about all the people who are going to buy this decoration from the store. Okay, the store gets a bunch of pumpkins and that specific item. Think of all the people who could purchase it. Your mom, your cousin, your teacher, your friend. They could have all bought the same pumpkin decoration at the store. So that is one input, that one Halloween decoration, to multiple different outputs. And that would make it not a function. Okay, please use these examples to help you on the Desmos sort today, and let us know if you have any questions.